Shout out to Kop-Ish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
How you doing, guys? I'm not even going to try and do a quirky intro or anything today. Today's not the day for it. I am peed off, disappointed, fed up, all the bad words I can think of. Like, if I was a person that swore online, then you'd be hearing a lot of words, English and Jamaican. You'd be in a lot of patword today as well. Liverpool have lost again, this time to Leicester City 3-1 after being 1-0 up and effectively bossing the game. Drift, bro. Not often I'm going to say this, but I'm lost for words, man. I'm so peed off and fed up with how this season's going.
I'm not going to tell the truth because nobody wants to hear it.
Well, you're probably going to get it from me. We ain't finishing top 4 this season.
Oh, it's not even just about top 4, bro. We're done. We're done. The club's not going to give Klopp the money that he's going to need to revamp this squad. They might even sack him because they'll try and blame someone else because they're not going to take the blame themselves because we know owners never take the blame. They might even sack Klopp. They might even have the cheek to actually think that's the way to make themselves. Because remember, they don't know anything about football. So they'll probably think maybe there's someone else they can get or whatever crap. It's done. We had our glory and it was spectacular in what it was. And we had a great ride. Champions League twice, winning the league. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful ride. We are done. Done. This last month and a half has really shown me that even though there are mitigated circumstances with what's been going on with Klopp's personal life and stuff like that, I still can't see past the problems that players are doing.
He's fed up with the owners.
Yeah,
he's fed up with the owners. What
the owners have done and what the players are doing, those things you can't you can't legislate for that stuff. Like this wasn't even about Klopp decisions today. I feel so sorry for Klopp. He's standing there and he's just thinking, what the fuck? Like,
no, his substitutions weren't great again.
No, they weren't great. But bro, who's left in the squad? After Fabinho and Thingy being injured today, going to the game, Milner getting injured during the game, bro, who's he got left? There's no one left, bro. Like,
I think Klopp's gonna walk at the end of the season. I genuinely think Klopp's gonna walk at the end.
Yeah, no, bro. Either way, whichever way you look at it, we're done. We're done. We'll be in the Europa League if we're lucky. We're done.
I don't even want Europa. I don't want Europa. If we're not
But I'm saying
if we're not finishing top 4, I don't even want Europa.
We're done. We're done. And don't even get me started on Alisson. Don't get me
started. To everyone who's leaving the super chat, thank you very much. Again, I'm going to do what I did the last time. I'm going to save the super chats to the end so I don't interrupt the flow of the conversation. Let's just do a quick recap of the game, and then obviously we'll do player ratings and then speak a bit more about certain things. So first half, we pretty much on top. Again, I want to ask, is it me being biased or should that not have been a penalty for Salah in the first half?
You've seen him given.
Like, it wasn't Daniel Welbeck giving a penalty against us for less contact than that.
I mean, you could arguably say the free kick that led to their goal was pretty much similar.
That wasn't a free kick. I haven't even got to that. That wasn't a free kick. But we get the first goal, beautiful assist by Bobby and a beautiful finish by Salah, and it looks like, yeah, we're gonna do well in this game now. See this game out. Then they get a free kick on the edge of the box, which even went to VAR to see if they're going to give a penalty, which just from the naked eye, you can see that wasn't in the box or near the box. For me, it's not even a free kick. It's not even a free kick. Then they score from it. It looks like it's going to get ruled out, but then it's given. Again, I think it should have not even been a free kick, let alone the goal actually being given after that as well. And then Alisson and Kabak, again, I don't want to blame one or the other, because the reason I say that is because if Alisson shouted my ball, then Kabak moves out of the way. If he hasn't shouted, then it's Alisson's fault. Do you know what it comes down to, though, at the end of the day? Alisson doesn't trust the defence in front of him.
No, Alisson's a wally, bro. I'm not defending him. He's not getting away with it.
I'm not defending him. I'm not defending him, but he cannot trust the defence in front of him, bro. Because we have no defence, bro. Once again, we're playing a centre midfielder in defence, bro. We have no defence.
No, because I hear that.
Again, I'm about to do it, but the owners decide we're not going to get a centre-back for Klopp. These men weren't even going to get Kabak, bro. They were just going to settle for Davies. They weren't even going to get Kabak. Philip Dagan, who used to play for Liverpool, had to call the club and say, do you want Kabak? What sort of crap is that? You see the situation we're in, and it's taking an outside source to come and tell this team we need another centre-back. Okay, so Adrian is saying that Alisson didn't shout. Fully Alisson's fault then. Fully Alisson's fault. No,
he's a
no
wally,
argument.
bro.
No
he's
argument.
A wally. I'm not defending Ali one bit.
I'm not defending him, but at the same time, there is no trust in that back line. None whatsoever.
There isn't. But you know what? He's the senior player in that back line, is the one who's supposed to be there. He's the goalkeeper. Why is he not taking advantage? That's like going on a hike with your dad as two kids, and then you get lost and your dad panics. Who the fuck's going to get you out of the situation if your dad's panicking? Do you know what I mean? Like, he's at least got to keep his head so you can try and get out of there, because what, the two young kids going to get you out of it? No. So as the senior player, Alisson, keep your fucking head, you dickhead. He turned into the shittest goalie in the league overnight. What the fuck?
Here's the problem, Drift. We can't even take him out of the team because Kelleher's injured. Because we can't put 13 in goal.
But he's park life in it right now. Anyway, what's the difference, bro?
No, it is different. There's park life and there's bad park life, bro. You know there's different standards of parks in the world, bro.
No,
but either way,
Jesus, this fucking guy is trying his hardest to do an impression of Adrian every game now.
He's not doing an impression. He is doing it. He's not doing an impression at the moment. He's doing it. Like, it's like he at this point he needs to be benched, but you can't bench him because we have no backup goalkeeper right now.
I don't even want to make any excuses during this because we're just shit. So don't misconstrue what I'm saying or take this the wrong way.
Build up plays crap, everything's crap. The third goal, don't even get me started on the third goal, bro. Like,
I'm trying.
Where's the shape? Salah gave the ball away. Where's the shape? Mane did nothing today. Bobby was giving the ball away more than I've ever seen him giving the ball away, and that's saying a lot because he's been terrible recently.
But bro,
how can you not make 5-yard passes?
Speaking of Mane, though, what about that? Probably the most obvious foul of the whole match by Johnny Evans on Mane before they scored their second goal.
Yeah,
he pushed him to the ground, bro. Literally, just pushed him. If we wouldn't get a copyright strike, I'd upload the video right now that I took just because I want everyone to once again see. It was the most blatant foul, and the ref said, fuck all. And then they go down the other end and they score from it. So I'm not trying to make excuses, but even the decisions today was an absolute joke. Kabak. I tried to defend Kabak to Matt when we were talking during the game for the Alisson mistake, because he was saying that it was, I don't want to put words in his mouth because he's not here, but he was saying that he thinks it's a lot down to Kabak being all over the shop, why Ali came out. And I was trying to defend him. But then I see the third goal and I'm like, no, Matt's right. Kabak's shit. He is shit. That's the reason why we didn't really want to go for him in the first place.
Can't do that, bro. Come on, bro. We can't just say no. That's not.
Matt was pointing out some things to me, and as I was relaying all the things during the game, I was thinking, maybe I didn't notice it, but now you're making me notice it, bro.
No, I'm not jumping on that one. That's wrong, Drift. It's his first game. He's not playing next to a centre back, and the team is just.
I'll give him more time because it's his debut.
But the
things that Matt was pointing out, I was like, you might have a point.
Obviously, his first game he's playing against one of the best strikers in the league, bro, without a senior centre back next to him.
Yeah, but bro, positional sense and awareness isn't about whether the person you're playing against is good. Like what Matt was pointing out, I was like, because I didn't really see it myself. And then when he was saying these things, I was like, right, you might have a point, bro. And then the third goal happened while we were on the phone, and he was like, bro, what did I say? And I just got taken back. I was like, I can't even say anything.
I'm not going to jump on that bandwagon and say he's rubbish. That's very, very disingenuous to do that.
The jury's out already. That's for damn sure.
No, he has to get time. He has to get time. But yeah, the third goal, couple of familiar faces. I'm seeing KG in the chat.
I thought that Kabak was quick. He's not even quick.
Harvey Barnes ain't slow either. Harvey Barnes is one of the quickest players in the league.
Nah, bro. Kabak he's not even quick. He looked like he was running in quicksand trying to get back in there, bro. He didn't even make an attempt to block the ball. He pretty much got there, but just let Barnes have the shot. Look,
he's probably one of them players that he takes a bit of time to build up his speed. He's not a acceleration type runner. He's probably one of those players that runs over a distance. Either way, Kabak wasn't the problem today. Kabak was not the issue today.
I'm not saying he was the problem. Yeah, I'm not going that far, but he's not the solution. He's definitely, and for me, he already looks not good now. But
it says a lot when Kabak and look how much pressure's on Davies now. Davies has just come from Preston. He's injured already, and look how much pressure is on him now. That we've taken so many gambles this season, and not one of them has paid off. Not one gamble we've done this season has paid off. Before we go into the player ratings, people, I'm going to read out some super chats, but do smash the like button, whether you're here as a Liverpool fan and joining us to share pain, or whether you're a rival fan and you've come in there to have a laugh at us. Please do smash the like button. It does help us grow the channel. All right, I'm going to get in some of your super chats now. I just feel devastated, man. I feel absolutely devastated. All right. So Jamrock, 1975 Jamrock, consistently, some players need to get all the smoke. Trent believing in his own hype. Bobby still with the lazy passes. Jones holds onto the ball for too long. Genie dribble forward, look up, pass backwards for F's sake. I agree with all of those, if I'm going to be honest. M to the O, Mane is basically a Dharma Traore at this point. I've been saying Mane's been getting away with a lot for weeks now. I've been saying it. Glenn, I actually feel physically sick. Yep, I'm in that boat. John Conway, good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, John, as always. Ace Industries, Kabak agenda. Ali needs a timeout. Kelleher injured. Yes, he is injured at the moment. I've got that one, Drift. I've got that one. Hard Truths, Adaj free. Salah ain't playing in the UEFA Conference League. Mane looks past it, and Thiago ain't built for the Prem. We need to have a conversation about Thiago as well. Josh T, just saying Sadio got pushed in the back blatantly to start a counter-attack for their first goal. Yeah, agreed. We just spoke on that. Mr. Tibbs 09, what the heck did I just watch? You watch a team get battered, even though they necessarily didn't deserve it, and just fall out of the top 4 race. Khalil Hassan, told you, man, 8th place is perfect because I don't want Europa, and Thiago is a defensive liability. Ali is having a personal issue, and Ox is done at Liverpool. Yeah, Ox is done, Drift. I'm not even going to front. He is done,
but there's no way we can have a go with Ox today.
No, but it's a fair comment, but he's done now. Sam Max Legends AS, why drop Phillips? Why not change the system? FSG, no investment. Phillips should have started today, in my opinion. Jamie Phillips, Barnes goes down so easy, but the English say it's okay. It was offside. Bobby Foot is behind the line they drew. I'm done. I'm not watching football anymore. It was offside. We all know that, but VAR don't want Liverpool to win games. Aziz, Man City were running away with the league in 17-18 season and still got Laporte for 60 million. Thank you. Thank you for saying that, Aziz. I've been saying this. You strengthen from a position of power. It's basics. Even if you're a business person, you understand that. But our owners don't seem to. Klopp wins the Premier League, Champions League. FSG gives him Adrian, Vandam and Vandenberg. Gangan Deep. mentality is absolutely gone after some time. After something goes wrong, we capitulate. Rival fans this week were waiting for Kabak to flop so he could absolutely get slated. We missed Fabinho sorely in this game. We're going to speak about a lot of. I mean, I don't know about you, Drift, but I need to get some stuff off my chest regarding FSG, and I know I may turn a lot of the fan base against me personally, which, you know what, if I do, I'm ready to take what I get on the chin in it. But I've got to have a conversation about FSG.
I was waiting for you to jump on this train long time, bro.
The thing is, I've been on the train, but I've just not wanted to say it publicly until I had confirmation of certain things, and I've got those confirmations now. Genie Houdini, stop looking for the perfect damn goal and perfect damn pass for FC over it. Only person who can hold his head high is Curtis. We're Arsenal. We're Arsenal. We're the new Arsenal. We are everywhere. Imagine a club that wants to dominate, waiting for the last day of the transfer window and bringing in 2 championship quality centre-backs. We are broke. When you say broke, we're broke mentally, physically, and financially, obviously. RS1, see you guys in August. Can't mentally cope. But I don't know if August might be too soon as well. John Thomas, thank you for your super chat. Here we go. Do you know what? I don't even like calling out people, but I'm in a mood today. And if you're going to come for me, I'm going to give the smoke back. And this particular person always has something to say and thinks they're the smartest person in the room. And I've been accused of thinking I'm the smartest person in the room. But you know what? If I make a mistake, I own up to my mistake. And if I need educating, I'll go and educate myself. And I always back up my stuff. So let's get into it then, Remy, if you really want to do this today. Your business acumen is suspect. Most of what you say about FSG is based on sheer emotions and not rooted in facts. Tell me some facts then. Did we go and spend 2 million on 2 centre-backs in January? Did we, after winning the Champions League, only spend about £4 million on player signings? Or am I lying? Have we got the lowest net spend of all the top 7 teams in the league? Am I lying? Or are these emotions, Remy? Are these emotions, Remy, or are these facts? Because once again, every single time you're on the stream, whether it's me, Drift, or Matt, you've got something to say about us being emotional and that, but you never back up what you say with facts. Tell us why FSG is so great. Tell us why. Why they're so great. Because if we're going to really deep it, because Remy, I'm pretty sure you'd be one of the first to say, I want to see Ox gone, I want to see Origi gone. But you know what? These men turn up to training every day and they play their heart out for Liverpool, whether you like them or not. Where's FSG? Everyone's saying, oh, well, Oxen and Origi, we've passed them now as players. Like we've evolved from where they are as players. We have, but you know what? We've also evolved from our owners as well. Because sell to buy does not work in this league if you want to be dominant for a long sustained period. It does not work. You're up against Manchester City, Man United, Chelsea for a start. Tottenham outspent us in the summer as well. Or am I still being emotional, Remy? In the time that FSG have been here is what, 10 years now? We've won trophies in 2 seasons. Or should we just disregard all the other seasons as well because they lowered the debt? Because I'm not being funny. Are we supporting a business team or are we supporting a football team? Because if I go Power League and I say to them, you know what, can we get a trophy because we always pay our fees on time? They're gonna laugh at me. You only get a trophy for winning stuff. Don't sit there and tell me I don't have business acumen. You know what business acumen is? Strengthening from a position of power. Strengthening from a position of power. You don't go and buy anything unless you've got the means and funds to do it. You don't do it, do you? So we clearly don't have the means and funds. So go and sell up then. If you can't take us to the next level, thank you very much for your endeavours. It's been a fun ride while it's lasted. Sell us to someone who can. Because if you're just there to get profit off Liverpool Football Club and to make your name bigger, go. I want players at the team who can take us to the next level. And if it means getting new owners to do that, then so be it as well. Stop sitting there telling me about FSG this, FSG that. Prove to me they're great owners. Because out of the 10 years they've been here, they've won two seasons worth of trophies. 2. What about the other 8? What about the other 8? Sit there telling me I'm emotional. Get out of there, man. Olski, they scored 3 goals in 6 minutes and 37 seconds. They did indeed. They did indeed. Kadir Hussein, FSG killed what would have been a beautiful dynasty. Feel for clock. This is the end.
It is. It's definitely the end.
Do you know what? I'm going to stick on this now. Do you know, even if you go back to the Brendan Rodgers team that could have won the league, 13-14, what did Brendan Rodgers want in the January window? He wanted a winger, didn't he? He wanted something else that could have taken us over the line. What did we get? Nothing. And what did we win that season? Nothing. Sitting there telling me, oh, we've won the league under FSG. Yeah, but you know what? We could have won the Champions League last season as well if we went and got a proper backup goalkeeper and a couple of other players to just ease the pressure on the squad. You think Robbo's going to be sitting there knackered this season if we had a backup left back last season who we could have rotated with? No. Gini, Mane, Salah, Firmino, all these man, Robbo, since 2017 have run themselves into the ground. 4 years later, they're still running themselves into the ground. Why? Because we haven't got players to rotate. Why? Because we haven't got the funds to do it. You're telling me we couldn't have bought a centre-back in the summer and just put in a bit of extra money. But instead, no, we've got to wait to sell players first. Do one, man. Do one. Out here telling me about business acumen. Prove to me. You prove to me. Out here throwing out accusations. Prove to me. Samir Taylor, FSG needs a hard look at themselves. They destroyed what it could have been. Klopp looks broken. I really feel for him. Need a full revamp in the summer.
We ain't getting no revamp.
We ain't getting a revamp. How? Khalil Hassan, Salah will be sold and we'll get Sarr and Tony if we're lucky. Maybe we'll use that money to build something on the training complex and FSG will get told that's fantastic. Zabiri, Alisson lost his head knowing he should have done better on the suspect free kick. Man did the Adrian to Gomez thing, park life. He did, yeah. He did.
Did you see his kicking today, Bob? It was shocking. It wasn't even just a mistake. There was a moment when Ali got the ball from them playing a free kick into the box, and he tried to like quickly get a move going, but there wasn't really a need to. And he kicked the ball straight to a Leicester player on the halfway line with the weirdest, shittest kick, and then they came straight back at us. And I'm like, Alisson, what the fuck what is wrong with you, bro?
What are you doing?
Who has infiltrated his mind? Who's got into his head? How has he gone from being such a good goalkeeper to making average mistakes?
Sorry, another thing. Sorry, Jeff. You know what? I know I'm going on a rant today, but you know what? It is way, isn't it? You guys have brought this out of me. Man is saying I'm emotional. Yes, I'm emotional. Do I not want my club to win? Or is it just become about sustainability and all that? Come on, man. If you're not sitting there emotional right now, looking at a team that just won the league, sitting in fourth with 5 teams behind our team, who, if they win, will go above us, how can you not be emotional? And they're telling me about support another team and all this. Do you support this team if you're a proper fan?
But don't pay any mind to them.
No, everyone's getting it today, Drift. I am fed up.
No, but them people there, they either ain't Liverpool fans or they don't get it. So just ignore them, man, there, bro.
Mr. Tibbs, FSG's Moneyball model is unsustainable based on the evidence of the past few seasons. Apparently it's not. Apparently it works just fine. Once again, I'm still waiting for any facts or proof as to why FSG are great owners. Not calling them rubbish owners, by the way. You've never heard those words come out my mouth. But once again, let me see someone explain to me why they're great owners, and I'm going to debunk your argument. I'm doing it today. Rites, Cow on a rant, me get 'em, Method Man voice. Yeah, I am today. I'm today. I've been pushed over the limit. This is our job now, so we've got to do this, innit? You think I wanted to come on the stream today after that?
Nah.
Come on now. And then I'm getting accused by certain people about this and that and the other, who's the same people doing it every week, and I let it go and I'm thinking, no, I'm not letting it go anymore. Every week this said person's got something to say about Matt, got something to say about Drifty, got something to say about me, but never ever wants to take responsibility, never ever wants to use facts to back up their argument, just wants to spit out stuff. Done, man. Come proper. If you're going to come for an argument, make sure you come with everything you got in your artillery. So I'll blow you out of the water. Not about it today. Sam Max Legends. At least Glazers back the manager, same city, Chelsea, FSG, not football people, play Moneyball and are wrong for the are waiting for buyer to make a profit. Feel sorry for Klopp and some of the players.
They've pretty much undone all the good that they did. That's literally what they've done by the way they've acted since we won the Champions League. They've undone all the good that they did by the way they are. Let's just, like, while we're talking about FSG, because we will get onto the game, but we might as well do it while we're here. If you actually check the situation when we won the Champions League and they only got us Adrian and some dumb little youth players who I can't be asked to talk about, let's just really deep it and go back again. Do you remember when people told us that we were going over the top when we said that that was a really slack summer because we won the league? And they tried to come in hindsight and be like, oh, you lot said that we weren't going to be able to do well this season. Hold on. Did we not pretty much have a flawless season injury-wise, which is the only reason we got through that season? Do you want to know one of the things that I think is happening right now, Cal? I think the players are getting injured because they're so tired, because they've been running the ground for so long.
Fact.
If you look at the form of some of the players that everyone wants to have a go at right now, yeah, Robbo. We've never ever said that Robbo has had a bad game before, and all of a sudden he's having one bad game after another. Why? Because he's probably knackered and he's probably ran himself into the ground. Mane, when have we ever seen Mane this ill-effective in a game? Why? Because he's probably ran himself into the ground. Bobby's probably done more running than anybody in the entire team under this Klopp tenure. He's been here the longest, and my God, did that man run hard, press, and hustle from the front for the majority of, 4 years? Give or take probably 4 years? Of course, he's probably tired. Salah, he don't do as much running as everyone else, but he still runs a lot. You can see he's probably the only one that's got a little bit of energy left in him, but that's probably because he's been here the least. Give him another year, and he'll probably be just as tired as everybody else is. Milner, fucking hell, he's starting to get injured regularly now. I know he's getting older and that, but you know what? It's because the man's done too much running in the past God knows how long. Henderson, I just hope this brother holds up. The man's a centre-back now. What the fuck? He's at centre-back now. Like, what is going on?
You predicted it as well, Drift. You predicted it, and me and Matt were like, nah, it won't happen. Drift, as man-to-man, I apologise. You got it right, bro. I apologise. Man-to-man, I was wrong, and you were right, bro.
It's one of them ones where, bro, I don't even want to be right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw it coming. Now man's a solid centre-back. Man ain't even, like, filling in. He's a centre-back.
Imagine that. Imagine we do game previews now and we speak about Fabinho as a centre back. Like when we say we like to see Fabinho in centre midfield, we're like, oh, can we we bought him as a centre midfielder. That's like buying Mbappe and playing him centre midfield because all of our crisis there. He'd be like, but that's not his best position. Why are we playing him there? Come on, man. It's got to change. We need to spend at least 200 million in the summer as things stand right now. And where are we going to get that money from? Where are we getting it from, Jeff?
That's why I'm saying it's done, bro.
Liverpool, boy, the amount the club is doing right now with promotion, Liverpool might as well set up an OnlyFans, bro. Because every week we're getting touched. Bro.
It's real. It's actually, if you want 3 points, play Liverpool now. It's not even a joke. It's actually, if you want 3 points, play Liverpool. Champions League, bro.
Oh gosh, that could be a massacre.
Bro, I genuinely just want to just done the season now. Like I don't even want to think about Liverpool or football anymore. And not because I'm quitting and all that stuff. It's just too emotional. It's too emotional. Like when we were used to being a mid-table, you know, like an 8th, 6th place team, the frustration was that we weren't making the progression. But you got into a pattern of understanding that was your level. You'd banter and you'd argue with other people, but you got into a pattern of understanding that was your level, and it made it easier to deal with it. We became the best team in world football over the course of 3 years. My brain isn't computing this now. This drop of and the thing is, this is worse than anything I've ever seen. This is it's worse than anything I've ever seen. Apart from Hodgson, I can't remember us being this bad. I genuinely can't remember us being this bad. From December to February, that patch of form there apart from in the Hodgson days, I genuinely don't think we've ever been this bad. We've lost nearly every fucking game we played.
You know what as well?
Fulham.
You know what, Drift? I want to touch on something as well. I've seen some people, not just in the chat here, but on Twitter and stuff like that in the past, say FSG deserve credit because when Klopp sold Coutinho, all the money was reinvested in the squad. I'm sorry, but Drift, when you go to the shop here and you buy something from the shop, and let's say it costs £5 and you give the cashier a tenner, you get your £5 change, right?
Mm.
Do you leave the shop and think, wow, that's an amazing cashier for giving me my change back? What an amazing person. They gave me my change back. You don't, do you? You wouldn't go on Google and write a review and say, wow, you know what? I just went Tesco and spent £5, gave them a tenner and they gave me £5 change. That's amazing. Great service. You wouldn't, would you?
Well, bruv, I tell you what, it's what's even more joke is people trying to credit FSG for doing that is basically like trying to give credit to ASOS for giving you back the money you spent on the item that you've returned.
Thank you, Drift.
Like, what, are they supposed to give me less back? No, they're supposed to give me back what I spent. That's how shit works. That's how a refund works. So if Coutinho leaves, who was at the time was our best player, if they didn't give all the money back, you can't justify that sale. You had to give Klopp that money back. Otherwise, all hell would have broke loose. Because Klopp would have been like, so you take my best player and then you keep all the money for yourself. Are you having a lot? So don't give me that FSG deserve credit for. FSG don't deserve credit for anything except hiring Klopp and hiring Michael Edwards. In my opinion, that's the only thing they deserve credit for. Because everything else they've done has been about them, not us. Nothing else that they have done has been about us. It's been about them. And I'm glad that everyone else is starting to slowly realize that when I came out and I said I ain't waiting for the end of the January window, and people said I was being a bit harsh, I know my owners. They've been here for 10 years now. Yeah, I know them. Like when you grow up with your siblings or your parents and you can second guess things they're going to do because you know them. I know our owners. What they did on the final day, paying £1 million loan fee plus add-ons for Kabak and £500,000 up front plus add-ons for Davis, that was such an FSG move. When was that ever not going to be what they did? This is what they do. This is what they do. And now I'm hearing things like Koulibaly and other players were like being thrown around that were possibilities. Yeah, we stumped up the money, but obviously we weren't going to. Makes it even more frustrating. Basically, what's happened this season is Jordan, pussy old Pickford, has unraveled everything FSG have been getting away with. And that was Virgil van Dijk being one of the key parts of the cog, along with Henderson and along with the front three. I'm not even saying Alisson anymore because I'm so fucking pissed off with him. Of making us have that stability of that spine that kept us ticking over and getting away with things that we really should have been getting away with. And now that the piece has been taken away at the back, the foundation has fallen apart. Van Dijk has made the foundation fall apart, and now they can't rest on their laurels anymore of what it was that they were resting on before. And you know what they needed to do? They needed to pull their finger out their ass and they needed to do something to fix the foundation. Yeah. And you know what they did instead, bro? They just put a little bit of polyfiller over it. That's all they did, bro. In fact, not even polyfiller. You know when you're decorating? I've done this once before and I'll never do it again. I didn't polyfiller the crack. I just painted over it because I was lazy and I couldn't be arsed. And you know what happened? Within about a month, that crack came back through because the paint dried up. Yeah. That's literally what they did. They just painted over the crack and they just hope no one noticed. No, you polyfiller that. You have to actually fill the hole. Now look. Kabak's going to get buried. You know what? I'm not going to jump on the Kabak thing. I just wanted to point out that Matt really made me see some things, and I'll let Matt defend himself next time he's on the stream. But if I'm honest with you, what he did point out to me, I think everybody probably will join in that train of thought sooner or later. We needed way better than that if we were going to change this season around. We did. Yeah.
All right. Let me hit up some of these super chats and then we'll get back to the player ratings, Drift. So the Zuberi, Cal, you haven't even taken a sip of your apple juice. We moved wounded and battered. Big yourself, Drift. Just broken today. Mussolini, you think Salah and them want to play Europa League? We are dusted. These man will cash in on Salah and try and place with his star. Kiss my teeth. FSG out. Conroy. Shout out to Conroy. What a collapse, guys. Just mentally we developed. The mentality we developed is gone. Kabak confidence will be on the floor. I'm not usually reactionary, but after that, fuming. John Thomas, why are we playing? Why are your players getting injured? Change the training routine. That needs to be looked at as well. That definitely needs to be looked at. Gareth, thank you for your super chat. Tyler Bucks, tell me one team that has ever sustained success without a sell to buy model. You can't. These FSG supporters can't see impending doom. Thank you.
People who are supporting FSG, yeah, are basically, you know, like when, I don't want, this might sound like an exaggerated analogy, yeah, but say you've got a dad and he's got 2 kids and he's a single dad for whatever reason. I'm not going to get all dramatic, but he's a single dad and he's been a great dad for years. Since, you know what I mean, just always there, always going to football games, always just a great dad. But he's a little bit lonely now, isn't it? So he finds himself a girlfriend. The kids are teenagers now. They're about 13 and 12 or something. And he's a bit lonely now, innit, after doing all that good job. So he gets himself a girlfriend. And then he just gets mad loved up. And then he stops going to football games. Dinner ain't even on the table no more. Certain time they're calling dad phone. Dad ain't even picking up. They don't even know where he is. They've got home from school. They don't even know where dad is. It's all late now. It's all bedtime. They're wondering where he is. Are you still going to rate him for those 12 years that he was a great dad? Or are you going to start going, nah, bruv, what are you doing? Why are you not looking after your youths no more? Like, what's going on here, bruv? Like, what, you think that you just put that credit in the bank and then that's it? No, bruv, you're undoing it all now. Your kids ain't seen you for 6 months. They're wondering why do you get what I'm saying? Like, I think the other day, such and such got hurt and there wasn't even no one there to help. That the older sibling had to call the ambulance. And now people are even quick that, what's going on, bro? You're being a shit dad right now, bro. What's going on with you? What, are you not going to turn around and go, nah, but for the first 12 years, he was great. And he did all that. No, you're going to be like, right, you're undoing it all, bro. You're becoming a shit dad. You're becoming a shit dad. So stop all of this, what they did, this in the past and all that, man. Fuck all that. FSG are undoing all the good stuff they've done with all the bullshit that they're doing now.
Yeah.
All of it. And I'm not having it anymore. It's a joke.
Sorry, next super chat. This is abusive owner management relationship. Rites, the team is spent. Top 4 is done. FSG, back your man or back yourselves out of our club. Promo, Everton are ending their Anfield hoodoo next week. Oh, don't, please.
100%.
Gangan deep. Fail to prepare to fail. Adding in a power of strength is a sign of being proactive. We are reactive. Being reactive is unsustainable as it will eventually catch up to you. It is that simple. Thank you. Blackie says, if we don't want top 4, we lose 150 mil. And that makes me happy. FSG get greedy and then lose it all. Hendo in centre back. Klopp needs to stop that BS. Yeah, Klopp can't get away with everything scot-free. But you know what? Klopp's having to work with some stuff that no other manager in world football would have to work with at this level and trying to compete at this level. Like, it just wouldn't happen. Daniel
Klopp definitely has to answer why he didn't start Phillips today, though.
Yeah, I agree. Daniel, you don't buy centre backs and you think we win the Prem. Exactly. Ashok, Liverpool buying cheap and second, third choice players. Fact. I know that's a fact as well. Johnny 10 Guns, Drift once said all he wants is Liverpool to remain at the plateau. Knowing this won't last forever like other clubs, but we've just fallen off a cliff. Daniel again, Thiago is not a Liverpool type player. He's too weak and always fouling. Like, this whole team is so bad. This is why we cannot rely on one player VVD one season. No VVD equals crap. Gareth, top four ain't happening. Forget it. It's gone. We are embarrassing at the moment. PS FSG out. I'm livid. Edward, just look at what FSG have done with the women's team for proof of what they are. We're physically and psychologically done. Sofa and lamp all over again. I'm not sure what that last sentence means. But again, yeah, the Liverpool women's club, like even our best Liverpool women's player, she wants to leave. She wants to leave. What's happened with that? No one's going to speak about that though.
But you see the amount of injuries that we're getting as well, yeah? Get that Arsenal bullshit doctor the fuck out of this club. Ever since he came in, the injuries have come in as well.
Yeah.
Remember when I heard that we were getting him and I said to you, look, why would we want a physio from the worst team injury-wise in the whole league? Why do we... What, common sense, bro. Arsenal have the worst injury record and we go and get one of their physio.
I don't know.
What was that all about?
Stephen Stay. So side note, Davies injured, worst medical team. I know, literally just echoing what you just said. Scott ELFC, Klopp has to play Fab, Genie, Hendo in midfield now. We are losing anyway with them in defence. Get our midfield back together ASAP. They will help the new centre-back. Agreed. I'm thinking, do we even do player ratings, Drift? Like, is it like, all right, let's just do it. I'm gonna pause the super chat, so I'll take notes of the super chats if anything comes through while we're doing the player ratings, and I'll read them out at the end. But I'll just quickly read out these last three just before we do player ratings. Daniel, I am also effing tired of Matip. Like, he is good, but his injuries always messing us up. Like, how do you enter a tunnel and get injured? I'm so done. Yeah, well, again, Matip being rushed back. You don't rush a player like that back. It's like what we kept on doing with Sturridge back when he got injured in the 14-15 season. We kept on rushing him back, kept on getting injured. Certain players, you need a bit more time. Don 123, I'm surprised Klopp hasn't called FSG out publicly yet. Also, what is up with the physio team? I'm on vacation now, but this result has me fuming. I wish I was on vacation. Really do. All right, let's do player ratings and Drift. Ali.
-5.
I'm going to give it. The thing is, shall I say what's annoying? Up until he makes the mistake, Ali's having a really good game, you know. That's what's so annoying. He's actually having a really good game up until the mistake.
His kicking was still shit, but you're right. He made some good saves.
He made some good saves. Some decision making was good, but yeah.
But like I said, bruv, he undid it all.
Yeah, he did. For me, it's a 2.
Bro, I can't believe they're giving him more than a 0.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 2. Trent.
Do you know, I'm gonna attach a word to Trent, and I might regret this if it ever catches on. Trent is lackadaisical as fuck.
Yeah, I think that is spot on.
He does not make effort. He just he tries to just let his talent get him through the game. He really does. There was a point today.
I think that's a brilliant description, by the way, Drew.
I don't know if you. Thanks. I don't know if you remember. He was over.
Sorry, I just want to point out that I wasn't even meaning that to be condescending. If anyone's watching like that, that's the perfect word for Trent right now. That's why.
No. I knew that.
I know you did it, but I just want to make sure the people don't think I'm trying to take the mick.
There was a moment when he was on the right side of the pitch, maybe around the halfway line or just further back. And there was a ball he could have played when somebody passed the ball to him. But he span, and then by the time he turned around, the defender was in the way now. And then he tried to bend it round the defender to play the same pass. He could have just played straight away. And in my head, I was like, are you trying to show off or something?
Yeah.
What are you doing, bruv? You don't need to be so nonchalant about everything. Like, Trent is getting on my nerves. He is so fucking talented, but he is getting on my nerves. But still, he was not anywhere near the worst player on the pitch today. But like 4.
I'll give him a 5. Kabak.
if he wasn't a part of the 2 goals, he might have got like a 6 out of me today because
the first one's Ali's fault, bro. That's fully Ali's fault.
No, it is, but there's still a part of me that feels like a commanding centre back maybe clears it and takes the whack off Ali and then turns around and goes, bro, what are you doing? Kind of thing. Like, you've got to be more commanding still, though.
Bruv,
it's Ali's fault, but
when
Van Dijk would have got rid of that and took the hit from Alisson and then banded him up and be like, bro, what are you doing?
When you watch it back, bruv, Alisson took him out, bruv.
Alisson is definitely more to blame, 100%.
For anyone who's a wrestling fan, Zack Ryder used to do a move called the Rough Ride, I think, where it'd be like a clothesline but with his leg. That's what Alisson did to Kabak.
I don't even know who that is.
when you see it, if you'll see it, and you'll be like, yeah, that's what he did today.
I'm going to give Kabak a 5. I'm going to give him a 5.
I'm giving Kabak a 6 today.
That 3rd goal was completely Kabak's fault.
Yeah, but the whole team was all over the place. Mo gave away the ball, the midfield weren't there. That was the whole thing.
I'm going to give him a 5. I'm going to give him a 5. That was definitely a baptism of fire today, and he better improve.
Yeah. Hendo.
I'm going to give Hendo a 6 because he made a lot of vital interceptions. And once again, he's doing a very good job as a number 8 playing at centre-back. Not a DM. He's an 8 playing at centre-back. Just deep that. Like when Fabinho's playing there, it's one thing. Just like when Ndidi was going to go centre-back when Johnny Evans was injured. Because a DM is a bit more natural that you just take that step back and you fill in. He's an 8. Henderson is an 8 and he's playing at centre-back. Remember, in his younger days, he was a right midfielder. He's playing at centre-back. This is like playing Milner at centre-back. Yeah. This is ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, for me, he gets a 7.5 for me. I think without him today, God only knows what happens. Even driving forward with the ball, he did that as well. Like, I feel sorry for Henderson. I really do, because he's going to take this personally about the team, because he is one of those characters. I remember Adam Lallana talking about in the interview when he left Liverpool, saying when we lost a couple of games, Henderson took it personally, was like, I can't let this happen. I'm Liverpool captain. The standards have to be better. So he's taking this worse than probably anyone right now. But he's the one least to blame at the moment.
Did you see the way he grasped up Thiago as well? That's how you know he don't give a fuck. He
don't care who you are, where you come from, what your background is. If you play for Liverpool and you're wearing that shirt, you listen to him and you keep standards up. And I love it. Nothing but respect for Jordan Henderson. A 7.5 for me. I think without him today, he'd been in a bad situation.
Yeah, you're convincing me still. I'm going to bump it up to a 7.5 for real. You convinced me, bro.
Robbo today.
He huffed and puffed, man.
I think his decision making today was pretty poor in his final ball.
Yeah, and he threw some crosses in the box aimlessly, which is not what he normally does. I'm going to give him a 5. I'm just going to give him a 5.
Yes. I'll give him a 5 as well. I agree with that. Into midfield now, Genie.
5.
Yeah. Milner's wasn't long on the pitch long enough to get a rating.
He's only on for like 18 minutes or something like that.
Thiago.
4.
I'm giving Thiago a 3 drift. And Didi Thiago's a 3 today for me.
Yeah, he's in there trying to do skills and it weren't working and he didn't stop. He just kept doing it.
And Didi dominated him today. Absolutely dominated Thiago. From the moment he came on the pitch and Didi looked at him and said, "You're the big man everyone's talking about, yeah? All right, cool. Not today. Not on this pitch. King Power's my turf." And he pocketed it.
Yeah, he did. I'm not going to make excuses for him. I still think he's becoming a victim of us being shit because of the style of play that he needs for him to play well. But yeah, I can't defend him.
And again, what I will say though, for people who are reactionary and say he's rubbish, I'm not going to say that. He's still world class, but I'm giving him this season off because of the situation he's come into and just the whole.
And somebody tried to kill him earlier in this season.
I'm seeing. I think Lee Chappie's in the chat. Lee, if you're in the chat, bro, always love. Congratulations on the win. No hard feelings towards Lee Chappie. Like he's one of the best people we work with. And his team did what they had to do today. So shout out to Lee Chappie if he's in the chat. Curtis Jones.
I'm going to give him a 7.5 as well. I think if not Hendo, he was Liverpool's best player today. I think he only came off because he was on a yellow. I think that was strategic from Klopp because he was worried he might get sent off because it started to get a little bit hectic and, you know, you can easily get that second yellow. Oh, by the way, speaking of yellows, before I get distracted, did you see the yellow card that the ref gave Kabak?
Don't even get me started, bro.
Oh, my days, bro.
Anthony Taylor is by far the worst referee in the league. Him and Mike. That
was what you literally call perfect defender from Kabak in that situation. Barnes tried to do a step over and push it past him. He just got in the way and marshaled the ball. And he gave a free kick and booked Kabak. I was like, raw. And then you put that on top of the foul on Mane that led to their second goal. Kat, I don't know if you, Kat, do you remember the push on Mane?
I've said it from time. Anthony Taylor's been screwing us over from 2013-14 when he gave offside against Sterling and Coutinho when we played Man City at the Etihad and would have gone.
Oh, was it him in charge in that game?
Yeah. He's been screwing us over since 2013, bro. Brendan Rodgers said it. Brendan Rodgers got in trouble for saying it. He's a terrible referee. Terrible referee.
He's a lot of money, you know.
Well, that's why I'm gonna be real with you. Yeah, if this YouTube thing don't work out, even on the side, I might start doing my refereeing badges, bro. Because it seems like anyone can get a job doing it nowadays.
If I'm not mistaken, they make between £1,000 to £1,500 per game, and they referee on average 5 to 6 games a month.
Yeah, I'm calm with that.
That's big boy P, you know, bro.
Yeah, get to meet some of the best players in world football. Yeah, I'm good with that.
That means that Premier League referees are taking home over 100 grand a year.
Yeah,
to make mistakes like that.
Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I can do that. I can do that job. Easy peasy. Who's next? Is it worth rating Ox?
Nah, he weren't on the pitch long enough.
Not worth rating Shaqiri then either.
Nah, he was on the field for like 3 minutes or something.
Front three. Salah took his goal beautifully, by the way.
Goal was absolutely superb.
Took his goal beautifully.
Absolutely superb.
And do you know what? I want to make this clear. I'm judging Salah on today, not the season. Because let's be real. You take away Salah's goals, we're in Arsenal's position.
Yeah, probably.
Salah
it's a weird
Salah
one.
Is on 17 Premier League goals this season, you know.
It's a weird one because I don't think Mo does enough, but at the same time, I feel sorry for him. It's really weird.
I feel
it's
very
really
sorry.
Weird, bro. Like when I'm watching games, I do think, Salah, you got to do more, bro. You don't do enough. But then
shout out to Y John who was on our call. Sorry to cut you, Drift. I think this is a really good comparison. He's become our Aubameyang almost. But again, you take Aubameyang out of Arsenal, where were they finished last season?
Yeah.
So he's a player that, you think he could do more, maybe should do more.
Yeah, but then you look at his goals and you look at the fact that we're relying on him, and you think you can't really criticize the man because if he weren't doing what he's doing, God knows what would be going on.
Yeah,
I'm gonna give Mo a 7 today. I think, as I said, he was indifferent, but because of his goal and the fact that he's the only one who's keeping us afloat, I'm gonna be a bit biased. So I'm gonna give him a 7.
See, I'm not. I'm only gonna give him a 6. It would have been worse than that if he didn't score the goal, because his overall play was pretty poor. And I'm going to speak about why I'm giving him a 6 just because of the goal. I'm going to give him a 6. I was going to lower it just a sec, but I'm going to give him a 6. But you have to take into consideration his overall play. You can't just use one moment to, for me, boost someone up much higher. Like for me, he wasn't near as good as Henderson or Jones today.
Do you know what? Very good point here, made by UCC. He actually was at fault for their goal. Yeah. And he does that a lot. He gives the ball away a lot. He does. And this is what's so frustrating about watching Salah.
Yeah, him and Mane give the ball away probably more than anyone else in the team. But we're going to speak about Mane in a sec. Firmino. Can I start with this one, Drift?
Yeah, go to, bro.
The assist, absolutely beautiful. Only Bobby in our team does that. You see the rest of his game? You see the rest of his game? Crap. Absolutely crap.
Was he even on the pitch?
And again, people will say, yeah, I mean, me and James were going back and forth when we were doing the watch long, saying he's trying hard, but I wanted him to come off before he did that assist. I genuinely wanted him to come off because I was like, I'm done. I'm absolutely done with this. But he pulled off the assist. Well done. Again, for me, it's a 5. Like, without the assist, what does he do today? What does he do? Gave away the ball, was getting muscled off the ball. Like, that's not the Bobby we know. Bobby weren't getting muscled off the ball in 17, 18 and not finding his man. Like, what? This ain't Bobby that I started getting masked and had my little one singing Si Senor and all that. This ain't the Bobby I know, bro.
Even when when he played that beautiful 1-2 with Trent, I think it was, but Trent just overhit the pass just a little bit, and he got a corner out of it. When I saw the replay, he didn't even connect with the ball properly, and just little things like that, and you're like, what is going on with Firmino, man?
Yeah.
Like when he scored that winning goal against Tottenham, and then he got the brace against Palace, I thought he turned the season around. And then he just went back to being the guy who, before the Tottenham game, we didn't want to play.
Yeah.
Like,
Aragon 123. Cal Drift, check this out. The VAR line for the offside. The VAR draw the line offside. Sorry. VAR draw the offside line before Maddison kicked the ball. As Nate Diaz would say, I'm not surprised.
I need to go back and actually watch that, because if that's real, then this is becoming a joke.
I'm not surprised.
There's definitely, do you know what? Ever since the owners, again, FSG, if everyone wants to defend FSG, how are you going to defend that they wanted to do that big 6 shit? How are you going to defend that they won one of two with Man United of the clubs who were actually battling to get that top 6 bullshit done around, what was it, November, or was it October, November time they were trying to do that?
Yeah.
A minute. How are you going to defend them on that? If that's not the definition of we're only in it for the money, I don't know what is. They even wanted the power. They even wanted to be able to control the rest of the league.
Yeah.
And now look, they've actually put a witch hunt against us. God knows how Man United don't have a witch hunt, but we all know the whole Masons, Fergie, all that shit, innit? But there's a witch hunt been against Liverpool ever since that time.
Sorry, Drift. Kev O'Sullivan, carries on my timeline. I'm in favour of VAR, but I can't defend this today. 2 shockers cost us 2 goals. All right, Kev, while you do that, I'm going to actually try and bring yours up on the screen, Kev. So thanks for that. You go to your Twitter, Kev. In fact, Kev is... Yeah, I can't actually, Kev. No, bring up this one. I can't bring up the video, Kev, but I'll bring up the image. Give me a sec, Drift. Let me just share it.
Yeah. I need to see this myself.
All right, can you see that, Drift? All right, I'm going to make it full screen.
I can't see Mason. I can't see Maddison, though. That's the only thing.
Yeah. What I do, Kev, I'll speak to you offline and then I'll try and get the image and then we'll post it on social media and then go from there. Who's the last? Mane. What are we giving Mane?
4.
Yeah, Mane gets a 4 for me. Sorry to say, but when I did the combined 11, I put him in over Harvey Barnes, and that guy got blown out of the water today. Harvey Barnes is much better than Mane.
Here's the joke, though, yeah? You look at that Kabak yellow card for an absolutely great tackle, yeah? But then you look at the yellow card that Evans got for completely taking Mane out when he was in 1-on-1 against the goalkeeper. And you even realise that football really is just unfair, isn't it? Like, Evans gets the exact same punishment for stopping a goal-scoring opportunity because Mane was in. He done Evans and he was in, and Evans just wipes him out. That's why when Evans was limping around, I don't ever wish injury on people, but I was like, good, you bitch, because you literally tried to deliberately take Mane out and you got injured for it. That's what you get. Do you know what I mean? And then I'm seeing Kabak get a yellow card for a perfectly good chance. I'm like, how are they the same? How? Well, come on here. That's what I'm saying. All jokes aside, that orange card needs to be invented, man. There should be a sin bin thing, but it's not a red card, but you've done something that's worse than a booking. Yeah. I know. You know what? Why not? Football's gone mad anyway, innit? We might as well just fucking have a laugh.
It's real. You know what, Drift? The more I think about Mane's performance today, the more I feel to give him less than a 4.
Loads of effort, huff and puff with no outcome, innit? I'm going to stick with my 4.
I'm sorry, it's a 3 for me, you know? It's a 3, bro.
Fair dues, fair dues.
Like, he's not good enough at the moment. Like, you'd argue out of everyone right now in the front 3, he's the one that should be dropped first out of everyone, in my opinion.
But then you look at the game we played without him, and we were even worse. That's the thing.
What game was that?
It was the game before the City game. Was it Burnley?
No, Brighton.
Brighton. Will Watless in that game. So it's like,
but brother, Watless whether he plays or Watless when he doesn't play, bro. We're just Watless full stop at the moment.
Yeah, you know.
I'm gonna read out some of these.
I've never struggled to watch Liverpool the way I'm struggling now.
No, Hodgson days, yes. Hodgson days was a struggle.
Yeah, but I still don't think we lost 5 out of 6 under Hodgson.
No, you're right. Yeah, I can't argue with that, Drift, when you put it like that, bro. That's where facts comes in, and I've just got to hold my hands up and say, like, it's real as that. Mark Cox, Mo Salah, just greedy week in, week out. Just think more of Golden Boot than passing the ball to Mane just to get the win. No, completely disagree with that. How many Salah has passed the ball to most players in that game, but they did nothing with it. Like, I didn't see Salah being selfish today at all. At all. The ball came to me, scored his goal, and after that, he didn't have a great game, but he didn't do anything selfish today. I'll be the first to say Salah's been selfish. No, I'm not having that today. He's not been selfish. He's not been selfish. Like, this agenda on Salah needs to stop. From when he's our top assist maker and he's our top goal scorer, you know what? He gets a bit of slack now. Because the other two ain't doing nothing at the moment. The other two are coasting. He's doing all the coursework, and the other two are getting 2-1s in their exams and stuff. He's doing all the work, and the other two are benefiting from it. So I ain't hearing that right now. Gargamel, get comfortable with FSG. Ask us Arsenal fans how difficult it is to get rid of inept, tight-fisted American owners. Big up Karen Drift. With all due respect, though, to Arsenal fans, I don't think you're as ruthless as we are as fans. Like, we've walked out the pitch and all that's like the furlough stuff happened. You see what we're about. If we as a fan base collectively want something to happen, 9 times out of 10 it happens. So that is one thing.
Saying that though, Arsenal man, them do voice up though. It's not like they're quiet. Bro.
No, AFTV voice up. In the stadium, nothing happens.
Yeah, maybe.
Remember when FSG had to do the £77 stuff? But do you remember how empty that stadium got?
Yeah.
As fans, we are one of the best when it comes to making a stand, and when we want change, we make it happen. Flintoff, players let Jurgen down. FSG don't deserve him. Facts. The players are letting themselves down as well. They are letting themselves down as well. A couple more super chats, and I'll read out the ones that are backed up as well.
So this is a great one, you know, as well. I'm not even going to lie. What did the players do today to make Klopp feel better about the way his life is at the moment?
Nothing.
Do you know how hard I would have ran today for Klopp, knowing what he's going through?
Yeah. But, bruv, it's not... His mum hasn't just passed away. Like, this has happened from the Burnley game.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'll be honest, for Klopp, you run hard anyway, but you run extra hard right now. You run extra hard. But do you know what, Drift, at the same time, can we even blame the players for being this tired, bro? Can we?
And I was worried about this, that it was going to catch up with the players well, even when we were playing well, because the same team was just playing every single game, and eventually it's going to catch up with you.
Danny B, don't play Thiago. We did better without him. I think it's unfair, in my opinion, to say that, because any player coming into this situation right now, that's why I don't want to be too harsh with Kabak either.
And you say we did better without him, but if we didn't play him today, who would have played? We're down to our bare bones. Who would have played? Naby's injured.
Did you see our bench today?
Yeah, bro, it was a joke, bro. Thiago was the only one on the bench that could come on. Because remember, Klopp did drop Thiago today. But then Milner got injured within 15 minutes and he had to bring him on. There was nobody else. Hendo's bloody at centre-back. Fabinho's injured. Kate is injured. There's nobody left.
No one left.
Curtis Jones has been arguably our best midfielder with Genie this season, if you look at the whole season as a collective.
Yeah.
And the boy's 19. He shouldn't even be playing. Like, if you really deep it.
Yeah. Cam J. Why is Ox brought on for Jones? Up until then, we were comfortable. Our team can't pass 5 yards. Never seen a team give the ball away under no pressure. Facts. Why, John? Remember when Hicks and Gillette fiasco went down? Us fans needed to rally together to get FSG out, because this is deja vu. I'm not going to go as far as Hicks and Gillette. Hicks and Gillette as something else.
We're way too financially secure for it to end up like Hicks and Gillette. The club is in like nearly £2 billion worth of like value, so it won't get as bad as that.
FSG are much better owners than Hicks and Gillette. Like, I'll clear that up from now. There's no comparison.
But I think what John means is the way things are starting to get a bit toxic, because I'm not going to put words in his mouth, but that's the only way I would compare it. Because under Hicks and Gillette, we still nearly won the league. I'm not saying that they had anything to do with it. It was mainly Rafa, but we still nearly won the league under Hicks and Gillette. And it just got worse and worse and worse, and then ended up being what it was. And it was the toxicity that made that happen. This FSG thing, you can see that there's toxic fumes starting to leak into the players and the manager and everything. Like, you can see it. Like, Klopp must be looking around now, and he's never going to come out and do it, because he's the best manager in the world, whether it be for what he does on the pitch and how he conducts himself as a man off the pitch as well. Yeah, so he's never going to do it. But really, I know Klopp wants to sit down and be like, all right, let me ask you this, yeah? You want to criticize me? You want to come at me? You want to talk to me about what I'm doing? How am I supposed to have a boxing match with one hand tied behind my back? Furthermore, how am I supposed to have a kickboxing match when I've just done my cruciate knee ligament? Because all that's going to happen is I'm going to fall over.
World class. You're going up against world class Man City.
Yeah, and I'm going up against world class opposition. I'm going into a UFC fight against Daniel Cormier, and I've done my knee. How am I going to win that fight? That's Man City. They're Daniel Cormier. How am I going to win that fight? And he's never going to come out and say it, because he's not that type of guy. But he's got his hand tied behind his back. He's actually got his hands tied behind his back. How on earth did he only get Adrian after we won the Champions League? And you said it best, pal. That set us back a year by not doing that, because that was a year of non-strengthening that. If you don't financially keep doing things as the years tick over, you can't just do everything all at once. Who'll be Chelsea? We're not going to go out and just splash some dumb 250, 300 million one summer, are we?
And here's the thing, Drift. Again, most fans will sit here and tell you, and in fact, I'm not going to speak for most fans. I'm not in a position to do that. I'm only me. Drift, I don't want £150 million investment every season, I don't need it. Not when we've got Klopp there. We don't need it. Chelsea need that because they had Lampard. We don't need that.
It should be available if he wants it, though.
Exactly. It should be available if he needs it or wants it. But you see, every 2 seasons, Klopp should be looking at his kitty saying, "Yeah, I've got a good amount here. Let me go and deal with this summer." We won the champ. Let me clear this up for you, Drew. We won the Champions League, and we made a profit in that summer by selling Ings, Mignolet, and I think a couple of other fringe players.
Solanke.
I think Camacho. No, Solanke was sold in January, I believe. Camacho.
It goes into the financial year, though, bro.
Yeah, true. And you're telling me Klopp couldn't have bought any players? Don't please, people, don't insult my intelligence by saying Klopp didn't want anyone that summer. That's why we didn't. No. Klopp probably wanted someone, but was told that he can't get the money to finance it. Klopp's not an idiot, man. When Klopp's coming out saying things like, we've got bills to pay and I want to send it back, but I can't cry over it. Like, listen to what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. William Wright, if you deep it, we're lucky we have seen the Premier League and Champions League with these owners. Problem started when we didn't sign anyone after the Champions League. Yeah, as we were just speaking about. Do you know what? I'm gonna break it to you like this, yeah. Manchester City have outspent us every year that I can remember, right?
Mm.
And people give FSG credit for giving us a new training facility. Man City have had a new training facility as well in that time.
Their one's better looking than ours as well.
You look at Abramovich. You see the summer that Chelsea had a transfer ban, they still spent more money than us.
That's a joke.
They still spent more money than us. Arsenal Football Club spend more money than us, and they want their owners out. Arsenal's problem, it hasn't been spending as such. It's been a case of player acquisition. I told you I'm going to do it today. I'm going to start calling people out. Booker, please explain to me how I'm being reactionary. Again, that's all I'm asking. No need for a super chat. Just explain to me how I'm being reactionary. So
have we basically got Mike Ashley on steroids?
Not even on steroids, it seems, because Mike Ashley spent more.
That's mad.
And again, Drift, I'm not sitting here. You see, after we won the league in the summer, we didn't need to spend £200 million. We didn't. It would have been nice to. It's fun, innit? It would have been nice to. But we didn't need to spend 200 million.
Cal, I disagree. Because we won the league, we was in the biggest position of power we've ever been in. That was the summer we should have pulled our dick out and waved it around.
No, I hear you, but there's wanting to and needing to. We didn't need to.
But we should have.
No, I don't even think 200, Drift. Like, realistically, apart from Thiago, Jota, and Tsimikas, we probably needed a backup goalkeeper and another centre-back. And if you could argue a striker as well. But you could also argue that with Jota coming in, it gave us another dimension. Really and truly, if Klopp had got just a goalkeeper and a centre-back, I don't think we're in this mess right now.
What you're saying is factual. I'm not arguing with it, but there's still a part of me that feels like you go and sign Mbappe and Koulibaly and you swing your dick around. We're champions. We've just won the Premier League by the biggest margin ever won, the most convincing Premier League win ever. You pull your dick out and you swing it around, bro. And you let everybody know that, yeah, you don't want to come in the sauna with me because I'm going to make you feel shit about your life.
Long dick. Cam J. Oh no, I've read that one. Sorry.
And you know, this is the thing that annoys me. Yeah, what guys are saying isn't. I'm not calling you out as in there's something wrong with what you're saying, but this is the problem. We're Liverpool. There should never be a point where we can't afford Mbappe, and this is the problem with having our owners. Liverpool, if they want Mbappe, should be able to get Mbappe. Should be at least competing. Yeah, it's that simple. When have we ever been, remember when we was talking in the summer and Messi was looking to leave for free and we were laughing about the fact that we can't even imagine, we would never even be in that conversation in the biggest dream of whatever. But why not? Why should Liverpool not be in the conversation? Man City have only been relevant for 10 years. How are they in the conversation right at the top of the list to get the best player of all time, arguably, and we're not even anywhere near it, and we're historically the biggest club in England, arguably top 5 ever in the whole world, and we're not even in that conversation in the slightest. No, right, fuck, so I'm sick of this shit, bro.
And again, I go back to this year, Drift. All right, I'm going to use a few players as examples. Alberto Moreno. Why did you want Alberto Moreno sold, Drift?
Because he weren't good enough.
Why do people say they want Origi sold?
Because they don't believe he's good enough.
Lovren, why did I want him gone, Drift?
Because you don't believe he's good enough.
Mignolet.
Because he wasn't good enough.
So why is it we have this energy for players, but the energy isn't replicated for owners? Because once again, Drift, Mbappe's available this summer. It's not even a secret. Like the cat's out of the bag. Mbappe is available this summer, especially if he doesn't sign a new contract. If Man City wanted Mbappe, they could put up a challenge to get him, right? And let's say, for example, a tweet broke right now from Fabrizio and it said, Man City are looking at Mbappe. We'd be like, yeah, I can understand that, innit? If Man United, yeah, can understand that. Chelsea, yeah, can understand that. But the second biggest club in the country behind a juggernaut of Manchester United can't. Where's the sense in that? Where's the sense in that, Drift? I can't.
Because everybody is still remembering that trip to Disneyland that Dad took us on when we were 8.
Like,
you know, when you're sitting there eating noodles because it's the only thing you know how to cook while Dad's gallivanting with his new girlfriend. You're sitting there and you're you know what I mean, and you're watching the TV with his dead meal. You just think, no, Dad is a good dad. He is a good dad. Do you remember when we went Disneyland? Oh, that was the one still. Nah, man, I don't care no more, bro.
And you know what, Drift? I even have to apologize again because you kept on saying about love and love. You want to see FSG show love. And I kept on saying that we ain't going to see it, Drift. We ain't going to see it. And I accepted it. I shouldn't accept that. I shouldn't accept that. I shouldn't accept that my owners are businessmen first and love the club second. I shouldn't accept that. I wouldn't accept it from a player. So why should I accept it from our owners? You think if one of our players came out and were like, I might turn up to trade and I might not. Can you imagine the uproar on Twitter? But yet our owners can willy-nilly do what they want, but there's no smoke. Nah. All the smoke, nah. I'm the one person you didn't want on this train, people. Trust me. I'm the one person you didn't want on this train. Because I will go hell for leather on this and I will bring up stats for days and keep on going with it. Arcs Drift, behind the scenes, how much have I tried to give them the benefit of the doubt?
You have, bro.
We've
had loads of conversations where you've tried to be the sensible one in the argument.
I'm done now, man. I'm done. I can't judge the players differently to how I'm going to judge the owners. It ain't right. It is not right.
But I'll say this again. I just want to give everyone a little thing. You know that training ground? FSG borrowed Liverpool the money to build that training ground. How do you borrow yourself money? How do you borrow yourself money? Is that not an oxymoron? How do you borrow yourself money? And that cow, that's like you going to Tesco today and buying a Terran share, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to buy this, but I'm going to make sure I pay myself back.
It doesn't. You're basically spending money on a credit card. That's what you're doing. You're spending money on a credit card.
No, but bro, if you buy it on a credit card, you're still paying it to somebody else. But how do they pay themselves back? How do you borrow yourself money, Cal?
Drift, I can't answer these questions. I can't. You're asking me rhetorical questions, but you're looking for an answer.
Borrow yourself money. Have they unlocked the new key to the new level of life? How do you borrow yourself money? It's yours.
LTM, Diab, happy birthday. Gonna drop the beat for you, bro. Happy birthday. I wish your birthday could have been celebrated with a win today. Gonna get through some of these super chats, Drift. So Sly Ross, sell to buy is not sustainable at the top level. Why can't FSG invest their own money? Won't be able to get players like Mane, Salah, Robbo for great value all the time. Paul, I really don't see man are coming for Cal because everything I've heard is common sense. In 2002, Man U had players on 90k a week. 20 years later, Genie is one of our main midfielders on 70k Liberties. Can't disagree with that. And again, I don't mind people coming for me. What I do mind is when people just say I'm being emotional or I'm being stupid or what I'm saying is dumb without backing up with facts. Like if I say something that's genuinely dumb and you can back it up, I'll hold my hands up. How many times have I apologized to you today, Drew? Like I'll hold my hands up and say, you know what, I was wrong.
That's why I say ignore it, bro, because those people are being blindly led into the FSG. Some people you can't change their opinion because. But again, this is not even. I'm not even trying to change someone's opinion. I'm probably just venting right now, but just also getting annoyed with people who are coming at me for saying I'm being ungrateful. Imagine I'm told sometimes that I'm spoiled because we had success under them and now it's not being successful. So hold on, let me get this straight. If me and my missus have a great year in a relationship, but the next year is terrible, am I meant to just sit there and take it and not say anything because we had a good year last year? No, we sit down and we thrash it out and we say, you know what, I'm not happy with that. You're not happy with this. Come to a compromise, sort it out. If it ain't going to work, then we leave each other. Mwah, mwah, bye-bye. Like, come on, people. Use this and just think about it in common sense. It's not hard. And then imagine if she turned around and she said, I'm going to pay the electricity bill this month, but you've got to pay me back.
Jeff, you always know how to make me laugh when I'm in distress, bro. Genie Houdini. Genie Houdini. God. You remember in The Lion King when Mufasa is hanging off the side of the cliff and Scar is just staring at him before knocking him off the cliff? That was our top 4 hope today. Yeah, it's true. Sam Max, legend, AS, Klopp FSG issues. He will leave and LFC will suffer. Yep. Van Rodriguez, guys, love you. Guys, love Kop-Ish, but this team is putting me in a straight depression. Rest of the season, I just want to see some sort of improvement and maybe some heart. Top 4 looks like a dream. It does, which is sad when you think about that. It's really sad that we're saying top 4 is a dream. Like, I could live with saying the league's a dream at this point, but not to say top 4, man. We should be saying that. We passed that phase. Imran, genuine question. When was the last time we scored apart from Salah? FSG having till the summer to sell the club. Mbappe, Haaland, put a sock in it, will ya? The last time we scored a goal that wasn't Salah was in the Tottenham game where we won 3-1. Goals from Bobby, Trent, and Mane. Sam Max Legends, you do it by leveraging against the value of the centre. Simply, if you can't pay it back, they sell it at a future value asset. Dirty FSG. That's basically asking about the lending yourself money effectively. Sly Ross, Virgil will be on the bike tomorrow. He's almost back. Yeah, even that stuff, man. Like the fact that we were seeing videos of Virgil and Gomez and
that PR stuff. That PR stuff gets under my skin. Big time.
Yeah, it's blatant, man. Faisal, Klopp broke down in his post-match. Hard to watch. Oh, jeez, he didn't, did he? See, that stuff breaks my heart, man. That if that's true, like obviously we don't watch the post-match because we come straight on here. If Klopp broke down in like that breaks my heart as a man. Forget about football. As a man, that breaks my heart.
Bro, he lost his mum. Sitting here now, I can tell you that must break me. That must be the hardest thing to deal with in the world.
Yeah.
Or maybe your child or your wife, but there's still a part of you where your mum is different when it comes to your mum, innit, bro? It's different, bro. Like, and he can't even go to the funeral.
Bruv, I have no word. My thoughts and prayers go out to Klopp, man. That's all I can say. My thoughts and prayers go out for him. William Wright, if you deep it, oh no, I've read that one. Bruce, FSG did well to get us to the top, but they have effed us by not changing the strategy to maintain our position. Next summer will be crucial. Agreed. 2 Pixel 2. But I said this last night that we spent 4 bloody mil in the summer of 2019. Apart from one season, we have sold more than we have bought. Neil H, could this lead to Rafa coming back? I'm gonna be real with you. Rafa's dealt with bad owners once at Liverpool. He ain't gonna do it again. I'll be real with you. If Rafa's in the situation Klopp's in now, Rafa goes off on one. Rafa ain't gonna deal with it nice how Klopp has. Rafa's gonna come out straight and be like, this ain't good enough. He did it with Hicks and Gillette, and we didn't listen to him at the time, and he got sacked for it. Rites, where's all the money going? How are we skint? I wish I knew, bro. I mean, obviously the pandemic does play a role, but at the same time, Man City are in a pandemic and they spent 100 million centre-backs in the summer. So, and people are going to be like, oh, well, Man City have got these owners. But yeah, that's our competition. That is our competition. Man United spent 40 million on midfielder they didn't need. How much was Tellers? Another 15 million? So that's 65 mil. Who else did they buy in the summer, Drift? Remind me, please, bro.
Well, they've got Cavani on 300
Cavani.
grand.
What's our
Phil
excuse?
Jones earns 150 grand a week, bro. When was the last time you even saw him?
Dinesh, FSG, all they had to do was buy 2 players after winning the Champions League and a few more after winning the Prem, and buy another 2-3 next season. Don't have to spend over 200 million. Facts. Like, all right, Drift, here it is, yeah? Let's say, for example, after the Champions League final, we bought a centre-back and a left-back. Let's say it was Tsimikas. You see the summer just gone. We don't have to worry about those 2 positions. So we can get Thiago and Jota and still think, oh, maybe we can get someone else now because we don't have to worry about those positions. That summer has set us back so much. So much.
And the thing is, what winds me up more than anything is, every time we buy players, because of the way we model our payment system, we're not really buying the player at the time we're buying him, even though we physically get him. It's catalogue. It's Littlewoods, bro. You've got the trainers and you're wearing them to school, but your mum's in debt now. Do you get what I mean? Like, do you know how much money we still owe on Jota? The majority of it. So when people go, oh, but they spent 40 million on Jota, what are you moaning about? They gave 9 mil up front and they're paying the rest off over 5 years.
9 mil that was paid off for by selling Hover.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, keep it $150, man. You can't keep making excuses for these, man.
Like, we were fine in the summer. Like, we were fine financially in the summer. Like, we sold Hove, we sold Lovren. Who else did we sell? I feel like we sold
I think those are the only 2 that we sold, I think. Because a lot of players went on loan, innit? But beat this, yeah? We spent 1.5 mil in January on the 2 centre-backs that we got brought in. We got 700 grand of that back from loaning Minamino to Southampton. Like they're even supplementing loans and shit.
Yeah. Sorry, again, I'm not trying to call Kev will know me well enough to know I'm not calling him out here. I'm actually going to agree with him. Our wage bill is very high. So a lot of the money is going to that, which is fair enough. We do need to clear some players off the wage bill. Like, that goes without saying. Again, I'm not trying to call you out. I think he's trying to get your name right. I think it's Archibald. Archibald Asser. So is every other team does the same business. Every other team does the same business. Every other team doesn't do what we do. I'm not saying sell to buy can't work, but sell to buy can't be the only strategy. You have to be adaptable with your strategy.
Sell to buy, Cal, here's how I put it. Sell to buy is what you do when it makes sense for the good of the team. Sell to buy is not what you do if it's deliberate. So you go back to like when Tottenham lost Gareth Bale. Gareth Bale wanted to go and there was nothing Tottenham could do about it. So they tried to make the best of a bad situation. They got 90 mil or whatever it was for Bale, and then they went and bought a number of players who at the time seemed like they were good purchases. When Luis Suarez left Liverpool, we didn't want him to go.
Brewster left for 25 mil as well.
I know, I didn't even want to remind myself about that, brother. I didn't. And we got that money up front, you know. When Suarez went, it was a situation that was out of our control. He forced our hand. There was nothing we could do about it. And we tried to make the best of a bad situation. But when you look at the situation we're in right now, if they turn around and they sell Salah to go and do anything, explain to me what the logic is behind that. There's no logic behind that except you're tight and you're deliberately destroying the team because you don't want to go in your own pocket.
Yeah. And I will say, you see, we spoke about how deals are structured. You know what? I actually like how we structure deals, the fact that we don't pay stupid money up front and all that.
Yeah. But when you look at it from a business point of view, yeah.
But you know where it becomes an issue as well? We can't then go and ask teams to pay us stupid money up front, and then we can't use sell to buy either, because you're literally just working. It's like you just living hand to mouth on your paycheck. It doesn't work. Sooner or later, you're gonna hit a bump in the road. 1 month, unfortunately, something bad's gonna happen where you have to spend a bit more money, and you're gonna be like, I can't afford it. That's why I don't like it fully.
It's like
again,
this,
it's about adaptability. Sorry, Drew.
Yeah, no. It's like this. You've been on a website, whatever the website is, and there's a top that you really like, but it's really expensive, and you always wait till it goes on sale. Occasionally, it goes out of stock, and you get like annoyed that you didn't get it. But most of the time, you manage to get that for about, I don't know, 40-50% cheaper than it was brand new. And you know, Europe, this is actually real, because this is how you and me live our life. If we see something that costs £200, we'll wait till it's £100 because we can't afford to just keep buying £200 trainers and whatever it is. Yeah, this is how we live our life. It's a normal way to live your life. But every now and again, there's an event that comes up randomly out of nowhere where a man might hit you up and be like, "Yeah, Cal, it's my son's christening on da 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 da. Obviously, you're invited. You're my boy, rah. Bro, you can't wait for the sale. Now you've just got to pay full price because you've got this christening to go to, bro.
Yeah.
If you wait for the sale, you won't be able to buy this item to go to the christening with.
Yeah.
I like what we do. Like you said, it's real. Doing this payment scheme, it does work, and it is good business. But every now and again, you just have to drop 90 mil on Haaland because you can't wait for the sale, bro. You just can't. It's just real, bro.
Yeah.
You got christening to go to. You got to pay upfront right now because you know what will happen? He'll go somewhere else because someone else will pay full price, bro.
Yeah. Facts. Michael Ramsey, LFC just having a bad season, plus the FA have an agenda against Klopp. The mistake FSG made is to buy Thiago instead of a proper centre back for that 30 mil. You know what? I can't even disagree with that. If you're looking at actually what we needed, I think we needed a centre back more than Thiago. Thiago is still a great player. I'm glad we got him.
You have to get Thiago while he's available, though.
No, I agree, but this is where I think Klopp wanted a centre. Like Klopp wanted a centre back. Like we know people who have got no in the club, and they said he wanted a centre back. Like so, it's just annoying. Mike, we use the Coutinho money to buy Ali and VVD. These owners have spent peanuts on the club.
They've never spent a penny out of their own pocket.
Yeah,
they've never ever spent a penny. And let me just let you lot know, yeah, in case you don't know, in the rules of the FFP, you can actually spend between 90 to 100 million of your own money, and you don't exceed that rule of what you're allowed to spend from profit. Like they do still give you an allowance to just spend money you actually own. You just can't be stupid and then go over that. So if you're allowed to spend up to 90 or 100 mil out of your own pocket, and FSG have never done it, when do we not start asking the questions to all the FSG backers? Like, when do we not, like, that's basically like saying, I'm only going to buy my youth a birthday present with the money that he gets in all his cards from other people. I'm never going to go shop and buy him a birthday present with my money. I'm going to see how much money he gets in all his birthday cards and then use that money to buy him a birthday present and act like I did it because I took him shop. Fuck off.
Or I'll sell some of his, man. Or I'll sell some of his stuff and buy him another.
Get out of here with that shit, man.
Kadir, shout out to Kadir. Report, are you conceding the title? Are you conceding the title, Klopp? Actually, are you conceding the titles? Klopp actually wipes a tear from his eye, says, yeah, I can't believe it. But yes, he did actually break down. Painful, man. Absolutely painful. Got a couple of super chats here. All right, so Danny B, Klopp won't stay. He's had a life-changing year. I'm worried about Klopp staying on. I really am.
Klopp. Where do we go from here, especially that now Thingy's gone to PSG? Where do we even go from here if he leaves?
No idea. MF, the scary thing is that had Matip not been injured, we wouldn't have got Kabak and Davies. Imagine Matip was injured after the transfer window. Facts. They weren't even going to do it. They weren't even going to do it. Connell, summer clear out is a must. Need to freshen things up. This team has passed its sell-by date. Just want the season to be over. Can't take much more of this crap. Fully agree with you, Connell. I just don't see how we do it. I don't. Julio, we laugh about Chelsea and City's history, but at least their owners give a F and want to win no matter what the cost. For real. Khalil Hassan, how much would you sell Mo for? Because Eden was 150 mil. I wouldn't want to sell Mo. I really wouldn't want to sell Mo. But if I had to put a price on it, I'd want to. I'd have to push the boat out and ask for 200 mil so we can replenish the squad. We have to try and get as much as possible if we have to sell him, because that's the only way we're going to be able to buy.
At his age, though, we'd never get that, bro.
I agree, especially with the pandemic as well. The worldwide baller, lads, Ox is actually finished. Honestly, what the F does he do? Taking off Jones, we lost our defensive shape because we got him running around chasing the ball. I don't think we should make Ox a scapegoat for this particular game, but yeah, Ox for me has to go in the summer, unfortunately. He has to, in my opinion. LFC Aaron, see Henderson having a go at Thiago after the free kick. Yeah, that's the Henderson we love. RS1, they need to take Klopp off media duties. These reporters are bellends, cannot bear to see Klopp like this. Yeah, that's another thing. I wouldn't mind seeing like Pep just take over for like press conferences and post-game interviews just for now, just to let Klopp get a bit of rest. He needs that, in my opinion.
But Klopp is such a man, he wouldn't let that happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say. But sometimes you need to save him from yourself, Drew.
No, you're right. But I know Klopp's like, I've got this.
No, I hear you. But how many times have we been in situations where we're like, yeah, we'll still do this and we'll still do that, and me, you and Matt turn around to each other and we're like, no, chill with that. We'll sort this out this week, or vice versa, or whatever. So,
well, we did it with you with the thing you have where you wanted to come back. It's like, no, bro, don't come back. No, you're true. You do have to say.
And I needed that. I was trying to be Mr. Macho, and it wouldn't have done me any good. So I needed that. Mike, another thing, what's even more frustrating is that we actually aren't playing that badly. These last 8 or so bad games have been down to finishing. I agree and disagree. We've been getting punished a lot more as well. Like,
I've never seen us look so bereft of ideas and toothless. So yeah, I agree and I disagree. We're playing well in terms of possession and general play, but I've never seen us look so clueless of how to score a goal before.
Yeah.
Like, I really don't get what's happened. I don't get what's happened. We don't even have any cohesion. There's no link up. There's no fluidity. There's no nothing. And you know what? I saw Kabak play a ball today that went straight to a Leicester player, and I thought, man, we missed those Van Dijk passes from the back so badly, you don't even get it. Like, oh man.
Yeah, fully. To hear FSG will destroy Liverpool Football Club, sad times, FSG out. I just don't know, man.
I want to ask FSG a question. They're not going to answer me, so I'm just doing this into thin air. But if it's all about sustainability and it's all about profit and it's all about just ticking over, when we don't finish in the Champions League, what are you, man, going to do? Because is Champions League not one of the key components to you keeping the club ticking over?
And the Nike deal apparently as well.
Yeah. So what are you going to do when we don't finish in the top 4? What are you going to do? And do you want to know what, Cal? If they leave us in the mud, they don't give 2 shits, bro.
But that's their excuses. If we don't get Champions League football, their excuses, well, we can't go and get an Mbappe because we're not in the Champions League.
No, but I mean, even if they just leave us, like Hicks and Gillette didn't care how they were leaving us. They didn't give a damn how they were leaving us. You see, Red Sox, they actually support Red Sox. So at least
and
they will.
A lot of Red Sox fans at FSG out as well.
No, they are, but like it would be like us owning Liverpool. Even if we're thinking of our pocket, we still don't want the club to actually go into ruins because we actually support the club. They don't care about us, bro. They don't care about us.
Yeah.
If they moved on tomorrow, got their money back, and we went out of business, they wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah, facts. That's absolute facts. Gangan Deep, if there was ever an example of a top team who showed that buy to sell model is unsustainable for long-term success, it is Arsenal. They didn't win the league back-to-back or the Champions League. Roman came to Chelsea. Their demise began. Facts.
100%.
Dinesh, I think the players have to take blame for the losing games. What is Klopp going through? What Klopp is going through, though. What Klopp is going through, they should fight for him for Liverpool. Agreed, but I think the players are running to the ground. I don't think they physically have anything left at this point, which is scary because the season's not even close to finishing yet. To hear, never ever have American owners been cheap billionaires. FSG making us look like Arsenal, begging for money to buy players, get FSG out. It's no coincidence that I've said it and I'll keep on saying it. We are Arsenal Football Club. The only difference is we had more players that we could sell for higher fees. We had Suarez, we had Coutinho, and a better manager. Yeah, we had Suarez and Coutinho who we could have sold.
You know what? He had literally said to me what Matt said to me, and I didn't want to speak for Matt. I'll wait till he's back. Shout out to Matt as well, out with his missus today for her birthday. Big up yourself on your birthday.
Big up to Matt's missus on her birthday.
He said to me, you know, Kabak reminds him of Lovren. And he wasn't even saying it to wind me up. He was just being honest. He's like, bruv, he has got Lovren in him. Trust me. And it's so funny that Peter's agreed with him.
That's scary. That's scary.
It means I'll fall in love with him, but you, man, are going to have a problem.
Yeah, I don't want any more of that. Going to get through a few more super chats and then bring the stream to a close. Mike, this season was over when Pickford assaulted VBD, combined with some shocking VAR decisions and continued injuries. It's just one of those seasons. On the football pitch, it is, but again, I know I keep on coming back to them, but yeah, FSG should have done more, man. Should have been.
But the thing is, the butterfly effect is if we don't get top four. If we get top four, we can write the season off and just try and start again. If we don't get top four, the snowball effect is going to be detrimental to our future.
Yeah.
Ask Arsenal what it feels like to try and get back in. We know ourselves. Look how long it took us to get back in the Champions.
James, Klopp looked really upset after the match. It's not Klopp's fault the players are not finishing their chances or making mistakes. FSG are using the Liverpool brand. Yeah, agree again. FC Aaron, I think Klopp might walk at the end of the season. You know what? I wouldn't blame him. Some things are more important than football. Yeah. I wouldn't blame him. I'd be annoyed because I think FSG could have potentially done more. But yeah, with everything else that's going on in his personal life as well, then it's just not helping. JC84, even when we are injury-free, how many of our players are going to stay without Klopp or European football? Facts again. Facts upon facts upon
We'll just come and get picked like Dortmund. You know how Dortmund always get their players taken off them. That's what will happen if we don't get Champions League.
Shout out to Big Six Bands. Go and subscribe to them on YouTube as well. Great guys over there. VAR is a joke. Dominant for 78 minutes. Heads went. Agreed. Flintoff, I really, really don't want Europa. Flintoff, we're in that boat rowing alongside you, bro. Asen, getting dollars from FSG is like trying to get water from a stone. I think it's probably easier to get water from a stone, to be honest. Samuel, this is why Roman gets all the love from Chelsea and the Man City. And Man City fans love their owners. And again, I know Man City owners get a rough time because of some of the things that I said about the country they come from, etc. But they've done so much for the community. They built a training ground. Pep has resources coming out of his ears. Like, they do stuff in the community and all that. Like, come on, man. Like, we keep on talking about FSG. They're not clean either. Like, they do some dodgy things. I'm not going to speak about it. We're not a political channel, but go and look into FSG and some of the stuff they've done and who they support and all that, and tell me if there's anyone who's without any sort of past or any sort of black against their name. Like, come on, man. Troy, Summer, Daka, Shures, Neto, Grealish, and the backup goalkeeper. I wish. Lloyd McCalla, hi guys. Klopp is doing all he can. Mistakes and no money is out of his control. Next season will be really interesting. Yeah, I'll be honest. It's not often I sit here in February and think I don't even want next season to come, but I'm worried. I really am.
We're not getting top 4.
Yeah, I believe top 4's gone now.
Done.
I believe top 4.
Especially with Chelsea picking up. They've just got that new manager bounce, whichever way you want to look at it, it's just facts. Leicester are looking good. Man City and Man United are nailed on to finish in the top 4. Tottenham aren't above us at the moment, but who's to say they can't pick up form better than we can? Yeah, it's. I'm not even gonna lie. If Arsenal weren't as bad as they are, I wouldn't even laugh at Lee for saying that he thinks that Arsenal will finish above us.
Yes, same. I kind of feel bad for laughing now. I think you never know. You never know.
We just got to rely on them keep on doing what they've been doing. But if Arsenal finish above Liverpool this season, I will actually quit. I can't deal with that level of banter. I'm sorry. I can't deal with that. That's capitulation beyond comprehension. Like, this is capitulation beyond comprehension. But
to hear Koreshi, FSG better understand Liverpool fans are patient. Our patience is running out. Just like the last owners, we can get rid of you. Pull your finger out. I don't know how we get rid of these owners, I've got to be honest. Right, boy, well, people, we're going to wrap up there. Drift, is there anything else you wanted to say before we head off?
There is, but I can't be asked.
Save it for Monday then, yeah? Guys, please do send in your review of the game. It can be either audio or video. Send it to us on Facebook, Instagram, or email. And we'll chop those videos up. Last time we got about 13 people, so please, let's see if we can beat that now. There's a lot to talk about, people. 90 seconds. Give us your view. We released a video tomorrow. But yeah, anyone asking, Matt is absolutely fine. It's his missus' birthday today. That comes first. So shout out to Matt. Shout out to his missus. Happy birthday to Mrs. Man Like Matt. And yeah, Matt will be back with us on Monday. Yeah, people, massive thank you. Smash the like button before we head off. And if you're watching this at a later time, then also do smash the like button as well. Michael Ramsey, Liverpool won't be good until Genie, Hendo, Fabback midfield is back. Fully agree, Michael. Fully agree. Guys, massive thank you. Thank you to everyone who supports us as always. No comment. No comment. Me and James have spoken.
Cow. Stop doing the watch-alongs. I beg you, man.
Yeah, I don't even think I can do the one on Tuesday. So if we win on Tuesday and me and James don't do a watch-along, then yeah, questions need to be asked. Maybe it's not FSG out, it's Callum out, maybe. So we'll see. But guys, a massive thank you to you guys. Yeah, you'll never walk alone means a lot more at the moment because it's rough at the moment. But yeah, thank you all, people. Stay safe, stay blessed. Man like Matt, Callum Drifty, we are Kopish and we are out, people. Take care.
Peace.